Hey everybody, it's Wes with Fundamental Games, here to talk to you about another Kickstarter that is live right now. So this is a Kickstarter campaign review, and I'm talking about Quests and Cannons, The Risen Islands. This is a game by Short Hop Games. It's raised over $50,000 already with over 700 backers. So I'm going to tell you 5 things that I like about this campaign. First off, this is by a first-time creator, and that can always be a challenge. It's a very competitive market. Fantasy games are tough enough to begin with, so breaking in as an independent publisher into this field is not easy. So let's take a look at Short Hop Games. I actually had their website open here. So Short Hop Games, this is their first and only game so far, but they've built up a nice little world around this fantasy environment. It's got special characters that are animal in nature, like the porks or the dwanies or the delves, and it takes place on this very colorful map that they've put together. So I really like that the first-time creator has been able to create a whole world of their own. They've got lots of backstory to it, but also be able to make it accessible enough that it is just a board game to start with, and then the lore you could accept and read after the fact. So that is from Short Hop Games. If we took a look at their profile here, if I can find it. I'm struggling to find it, I apologize. Yeah, they must be up here. Short Hop Games, first created, 43 backed, so they've been very involved in the Kickstarter, universe or omniverse. And I've seen them very active on Facebook as well, in pre-Kickstarter campaign groups, fantasy groups, you name it. So I think there's a lot of research and effort that has gone into this creator, Eric Geller, getting his game onto the market. So that's the first thing I like, an independent creator with a passion, first-time creation, doing very, very well. Second thing I like is it's not necessarily as much in this trailer, but I like their narrative trailer. I'm going to find it here. So this one here, if we take a look at it, they've got a nice story that is behind here. You can go on the Kickstarter page and watch it, but it's kind of neat because there's not many videos you see that use real life photos and animations. So you can see here they have kind of cotton ball clouds and a fog machine must be going. If we fast forward a little bit, we'll see the islands rise out of the earth with some, I think they're maybe paper towel tubes. Let's see if I can find that. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. So that's really neat how they use live action sequencing and tell a story about the world in their little narrative trailer here. So if you haven't seen that, if you're interested in that campaign, I like that. It's a nice little touch that you don't see in many videos. Often it's pure graphics done with computer imagery, and this one was done with, I think it's called stop motion. So that was really cool. But on a more graphical nature, and you can see it on their Kickstarter page as well, I really do like number 3, which is their GIFs and their basically their gameplay actions. You can see here the board that's getting created. It's a dynamic board, so it's really visual GIF that lets you see how setup is done. And player boards that are dual layers with many different components that layer onto them. Their GIF does a great job on showcasing how that works. So that's the third thing I like, is the GIF component that they kind of put into their campaign here to show you a little bit about the game there. The fourth thing I like is that there is a lot of components. I mean, this is a $60 US game. If you want to purchase it as an independent creator, they have to work with a low margin to begin with. So that margin is probably still barely making them a profit, if any, depending on how many games they sell. But if we take a look at the components, what's in the box, so you can see here you get the giant board with all of the tiles that can be laid out in different ways. There's 6 large player boards that are dual layer, and I know those are not cheap. It comes with the champion tiles. I think they've got the 3 main ones, but I'm pretty sure their stretch goal got there it is there, the goblins. So a new group of animal, I think it's like turkey and goblins together, working together or combined together. There's standees, which also come with little boats. There are little wooden chip pieces there, action point trackers, bonus trackers, port markers, score trackers, dice, exploration tokens, resource tokens, sale tokens, cannon tokens, slot covers, damage, more tokens. So just lots and lots of components in this game, and all of different sizes and styles. And I know that's not cheap to do in my history of making games. So that's the fourth thing I like, is you're getting a lot of content that's very usable in this game. And then the fifth thing I like about this campaign is They sent a lot of games out to the US, to Canada, to Europe, and they got a lot of reviewer feedback. And if you look through, there's a lot of notable people that talk about the game that give some solid quotes or videos that are in place here. So let's take a look if we can find them. A lot of information on this campaign page. Let's go. Oh, there's another good video there. Game and party, the mechanics all synergize very well together to make a meaty but simple game. So when they say simple game, it's because it's pretty simple to learn, but there's strategy in behind how to play. Here's from the rat hole. Every 4 pips rolled equals 1 hit. He loves that mechanic. If you have 1 cannon, you'll never do more than 1 damage. So you can really manage your mechanics with attacking. Another group called Level Up, Lightning in a Bottle. That's what this is. Quests and Cannons has all the bells and whistles we've come to expect from big players in the industry, and they knocked it out of the park on their first. So again, talking about a first-time creator there. The Hexy Beast. If you want to know some more prominent reviewers, we have, let's give some examples here. Logan's been around for a while. He loves Quests and Cannons. We have the Quackalope podcast, loving the variability and how the puzzle can change with each game and character type. Lucky Duck Games, David Lockwood, had a lot of fun playing it. Game was fast and fun, not too complex, but an enjoyable sandbox game. So that's, I know Lucky Duck is not a small name. They've made a lot of games, so that's impressive coming from that person. Probably the best streamlined and family-friendly pick-up and deliver game that they've ever played. Jen Bartlett, the board game librarian. And it goes on and on, these videos and these comments and these thoughts from different people in the industry and previewers. Very welcoming game. Quests and Cannons has something for everyone. So just love how they did a ton of reviews and previews. They sent their games all over the place. If you followed on their Facebook group, they showed you maps of where the games were going, so it's neat to watch that preliminary work getting done. But there you have it. Those are 5 things that I like about the Quests and Cannons Kickstarter campaign for their game, The Risen Islands. And it just has a lot to offer in terms of a very accessible game for families and friends, but with plenty of strategy mixed in and variability from number of players you can change the board, from the characters you can play to the cards that you acquire and the quests you go on. There's just a lot to like and enjoy about this game. So if you haven't already checked it out, click on the link in the details and you can find the page and see if it's something that you might like. Thanks as always for watching Fun in 5 Board Gaming, and if you have any thoughts on the video or the game, throw them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Have a great day.